Hi guys, this is Anna. I just wanted to provide an update on how my week's been going. Um, I'm a mom to a toddler boy, and he recently turned 2.5 years old, which is really exciting. But he's definitely started to go through a sleep regression. This is something I wanted to touch upon, is how to get your toddler to sleep. My toddler never slept through the night until consistently until he was about 20 months old. And I wanted to share some tips on how I made that happen. A really good resource was reading The Happiest Baby on the Block and also The Happiest Toddler on the Block book. I'll share the link below. Um, what that book exposed me to was the concept of slowly weaning my son off of needing me to get him to sleep for comfort. At the time, I was still breastfeeding. I breastfed until he was 2 years old. So he did learn to sleep through the night while he was still breastfeeding. And, he would go to sleep. We would breastfeed before go to bed. And then when he woke up, we would breastfeed as well in the morning. And then he just started sleeping through the night, was still doing that. So what I started to do was when we turned off the lights, it would just be me in the room, and I would sit down by his crib and sing him a lullaby and hold his hand. And then every night for probably a month or two, I shortened the amount of time that I would do the singing or holding his hand, and till he just felt comfortable with himself being awake in the room, still awake and with the lights off. So that seemed to really help. And now at 2.5, he's going through sleep regression. So I'm feeling really anxious about it, that he's reverting back to waking up every hour and a half, 2 hours. That just started basically last night. So I'm starting to freak out a little bit about it. So I'm having to remember my skills, what I learned back then, about 9 months ago. And what I'm really interested in right now is how am I the one training him to wake up at night at this age? Um, he's waking up and saying that he needs his blanket and stuffed animals kind of tucked back in. He's still in a sleep sack. Um, but he doesn't really need that. And I asked him this morning, why did he wake up? And he said he had a bad dream. So for most of the night wakings, I went in last night at 3 o'clock in the morning. I ignored it. And then at 4:30 in the morning, he woke up again. And so I went in. And honestly, it's caused me to have a lot of pelvic pain today because I didn't get a good night's sleep. And my depression's feeling worse today. Um, and so I'm going to have to remember the tools I learned from The Happiest Toddler on the Block, where I slowly wean him off of me needing me to comfort him. So I kind of think of this as a alternative approach to cry it out method, where I'm still getting him to self-soothe, but I go in and comfort him as needed. But the point is kind of just shortening the duration of that comfort. So we'll see how it goes. So if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below on what's helped you with the 2.5 year regression. Thanks. Bye.